What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How's it going? How's it going, stream? Oh, it's weird. I'm doing it with headphones this time. Sorry. Doing it with headphones this time. Actually, I don't have to do that. Hold on. I need these headphones. I need to be able to hear myself. So. Get it to where you guys don't have any feedback. All right, and now I got the headphones thing. Got the headphones thing right there. What's up, chat? Shut the door. Oh, what a day! What a day! Full work day on the books today, and now I'm here streaming, so we can finish our short film. This your first time in here, thanks for joining. My name is Treymani. I am a writer, director, producer, and I'm the host of Working Title. This is the show where we make films in public so you can see every step of the process and we can teach it to you as we go. So last week we started our short film, started writing. I walked through our brainstorm, our outline, and we did some character work. And we started the writing of the film. So now I need to finish because I didn't finish it last episode. So let's go ahead and get into it. Boom. Got my hotkeys. Got my hotkeys on now. Alright. So let's re-immerse ourselves into this. And you know what? Let me switch up the musical vibe. I wonder if there's any piano vibes on Stream Beats. See if I see anything that feels like piano. Rain feels like maybe. Let's see. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. So let's dive into it. So this story is about a woman named Mackenzie who's probably in her 30s or so, 20s, late 20s, 30s. She is stuck in the loop of her mundane life, as happens to the best of us. And she gets stopped by something that catches her attention, which is that it's actually her birthday, and then she gets a cupcake and breaks her out of her funk. So right now we are in the montage of her normal life, and we're showing the audience what her normal life is like. So let me just read through what we've written already, and then we'll just continue from there. So that's a good idea. How y'all feeling today? If anybody is looking right now, hope you guys had a good day. You know, my day was alright. I wish I could have focused a little more today, but it's how she goes sometimes. So, all right. Let's read this. You know what? Let me pause the music for this. So we can get immersed in the world. I still need a name for this short. I don't know what it's going to be yet. But other cool updates. I talked to, it was, kind of back to work for everybody today. So I talked to the production designer, the main actress. I'm gonna give her keyboard. So the keyboard you guys saw, I'm gonna let her borrow that so she can start practicing and learning some songs and stuff like that. So it's really exciting, It's like I gotta get back into like, this is my own thing. Not my own thing, but like this is my own thing. in that I'm doing this for me, and I'm doing this to tell a story that I want to tell in collaboration with friends I love working with. Um, and yeah, really doing this to hone in on the craft, hone in on directing. I've done lots of writing, done lots of editing, but the purpose of these projects is really to hone in on directing and build up my portfolio. And so, when you spend all day kind of delivering on someone else's vision, it's nice to be able to come here with you guys and, you know, deliver on my vision and expand my vision and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I think let's get into it. I'm just feeling a little. I wonder if I'm gonna start using this thing like the therapy a little bit. Because it's like I'm just talking to myself out loud, especially before I have like viewers for real. So I wonder, what I was gonna say is I'm not feeling like the peppiest today, you know what I'm saying? But this also happens as you're working on creative things. Sometimes, some days you just don't feel creative. Some days you don't feel like putting the work in, but you got to show up and put the work in anyway. The best way I've found to finish things is to just put in a little bit of work every day. It's like I've seen this in a barbershop poster before, but it was like instead of looking at the brick wall you're trying to build, you should just look down and lay it brick by brick, and eventually when you look up you'll have a brick wall. And that's kind of what writing is like a lot of times. And this is a short script, so it's like, it's not that bad. It's not too many bricks, you know what I mean? But they are bricks nonetheless, and they take just as much care and time and intention in laying down to make sure everything fits together and it tells a story that actually hits you in the heart. That's the goal here. I just want to hit you guys in the heart. I know that might sound violent, but I just want to hit you guys in the heart. That's all. So with that, let's read. I feel like I'm in church. Read. Interior office, shared office day. We hear the click-clacking of keys typing as we establish the small shared office. 4 employees sit at desks pushed up against each other. The clock ticks on the wall. Dress shoes tap. Coffee mug rises to the lips of Mackenzie, a late 20s, put together, but her expressionless face looks strained. She puts the mug down, her eyes never leaving the screen. She continues typing. Her hand moves to the mouse, a series of clicks, then back to typing. Clock on the wall ticks away. Finally, Mackenzie sits back and takes a breath. She shakes her head slightly. She glances up at the clock. Her eyes go wide. Oh! She grabs her laptop and bolts out the door, leaving her office mates behind. They pay her no mind. Bars. Interior office, hallway, continuous. She rushes around the corner and into a cramped one-person booth. She frantically sets up her laptop. She navigates to a Zoom call and fixes her hair before joining. Boop. A smile instantly appears on her face. It would look real if it weren't for her dead eyes. Office man number 1. But I'll have to go back and... Oh, there she is. Hey, so sorry I'm late. I was just so deep in the weeds, I lost track of the clock. I lost track of the clock. I lost track of the time. You just get out of here. Sorry, real quick. I just lost track of time. Lost track of the time. No problem. We were just discussing the Bradford account and how we can increase profits without fully taking control. You know how they are. See, this is the other thing I do. When I reread, I like scrutinize everything that I already wrote, which is fine. It's fine to do that here now. But let me just get through it first. And then we come back and change stuff. So, no problem. We were just discussing the Bradford account and how we can increase profits without fully taking control. You know how they are. A whole call laughs, including Mackenzie. Yeah, those pesky Bradford guys. Haha. I actually had some ideas about that. Let me just find my notes. So when I was looking at their numbers, you know what I think? We should just do it for them, you know? Kinsey freezes. Her smile remains, but her eyes harden. I mean, not to interrupt. No, not at all. He almost doesn't even pause for her response. But those guys are just never going to learn. Those guys are never going to learn. Sometimes you just have to take the reins and show them how it's done. You know what I mean? She maintains her smile and nods as he continues. Her fingers start to tap on the table. The tapping sound continues over the following montage, creating a bass rhythm that melds with the diegetic soundscape. Exterior office night. Puts on earbuds as she exits the office building. Public space night. See? This could be a good spot for a title. Maybe. Okay, we'll come back to it. Puts in earbuds, she exits the office building. Because think about that wide shot. And she leaves and then title. I need to know what the title is though. But title. And then or she like walks in front of the title or whatever. Excuse me one second. All right. Yeah, or she could walk in front of the title. And that would be cool. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It's also about every little thing needs to add to the story, needs to add to, you know, what's being portrayed in the story. And also, a lot of times after you write the first draft, that's when you really understand what it's about. And then you're like, oh, okay. Then you rewrite the whole thing. But let's see. Public space night. She walks by a grand piano sitting in the light. A podcast starts to play. It's about communication. Interior train night. She sits in the train listening to the podcast. Exterior home night. She unlocks the door to her home and steps in. Interior home kitchen night. Food sizzles on the stove as she stands nearby watching a TikTok. She changed into more comfortable clothes and has her hair down. She lets out a small chuckle. Interior home bedroom night. She lays in bed with the lights off. The only light emanates from her phone, lighting her face. She has a vague smile. Match cut 2, interior home bedroom day. She's asleep, mouth open, and the tapping has stopped. Beep, 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 beep. Her alarm goes off. She wakes up reluctantly. She stops the alarm and shuts her eyes again. After a moment, she lets out a deep sigh, hops out of bed. The typing starts up again, faster now. Exterior home day. She exits her house and locks the door behind her. She's now dressed up for work. She puts her earbuds in. Podcast starts up. Interior train day. She sits on the train listening. Okay, so that's great. That's where we get the momentum. Now, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to revise anything I felt was off in the first part, and then we're going to go from there. So, let me think about it. Sorry. So I also want to just think about this opening. Because also, I'm pretty sure it's going to end with her going down to type, you know, to play the piano at the end again. And so I'm thinking that, well, now we can bring our music back in. So I'm thinking that maybe what we can do is start on her hands typing. I also do love starting close on something and coming out rather than establishing the scene and then going in. It just feels more like, I mean, you probably know where you are, you know? You start with some keys, but yeah, I just feel like it builds intrigue more than just be like, there it is, and then boom, you know? I like it. One place that does push up against each other. Because, okay. Unmanicured. How do you spell that? Or is that even a word? Yeah, that's a word. I'm gonna write her do it. Unmanicured fingers type away on a keyboard. We hear click clacking. As we establish the small shared office. 4 employees sit at desks pushed up against each other. Clock ticks on the wall. Dress shoes tap. Coffee mug. Okay. Because this is how I'm introducing her. And it's like, okay. I'm of two minds here. One is revise if something doesn't feel right. The other is finish the first draft and then come back and revise, because you'll have a clearer picture of the whole thing. Even though I have the outline, it's different with the characters because it's like, I don't like this being the way that I introduce her. But I do need to establish this room. I like the way we come out of it with the tapping, but it might be better if we start on these, like on the little tiny rooms, pushing in on that, which is diegetic sound, and then she runs around the corner, goes into the thing very frenetically, opens it up, Zoom call, she's late, but she's people pleasing and she gets talked over. Then she goes back to the shared office, and then maybe there she's tapping. Yeah, that feels better. See, this is where, okay. It's like, because also, and I keep explaining myself, but I feel like it's good for me to do that. But I also want to make sure that I actually finish this. But a lot of times, like, I do this when I make music too with my little brother, is like he gives me a bunch of musical ingredients and then I arrange them in different ways and rearrange them. I mean, it might be my editor mindset, just always working, but it's like, what if we try it this way? What if we do that? You know, so I feel like it's a little more exciting to start that way. it's not that hard to do, and I should just do it. I need to stand up. Standing up makes me feel more creative. Ugh. Let's do music break for a second. Let's go. Cool. Let's go. Pump up the volume. You know what though? I need like. Oh my bad, you can probably hear that in the mic. Hold on. Sorry. Alright, so let's do what needs to be done. Sorry, it's a helicopter or something going over right now. Okay. So, alright, so let's flip this around. Let's go and do it. Alright. So we are going to instead start us here with some dialogue. And it's nice to start with the dialogue, get out the way, and go. So you're slowly pushing on a row of cramped one person booths. Office sounds for the soundscape. This is she have a face drain. This is Mackenzie. Da-da-da. Okay. So a woman. To a booth. She frantically sets up her laptop. She navigates to a Zoom call, fixes her hair before joining. Boop. A smile instantly appears on her face. It would look real if it weren't for her dead eyes. This is Mackenzie. I don't need that line. Just do Mackenzie. Okay. Now this, okay. So here the main thing is like she gets talked over. She's, frantically going to come to this meeting. They're maybe waiting for her. And even though they're waiting for her, they like talk right over her. So that's the main thing. But the thing is, you can layer in through this other dialogue and through these other characters, layer in some more meaning that will fit with the themes. And that I can maybe come back to, because everything can be, I believe everything should be thematically on point, thematically congruent. So, this is cool. This is cool. Lost track of time. She's, trying to be very trying to use some fun, language to add levity to it, so it's not that bad. No problem, no problem. We're discussing the Brentford account. See, this feels generic to me, and I literally wrote increased profits in another movie. And it is generic, so I need to make this more specific. Maybe I just leave myself a note for that right now, because I could also get into what her job is and blah blah blah. And it's fine that it's generic, but if it's more specific, then that just feels more real, So that's what I'm going for here. Also calling her nickname now that we know her name because of this. Robkins, not at all. Okay, so note to can I highlight? Yeah, highlight. Can I highlight? I can strike through, but I don't love that. What the outline look like? Huh. I hate that. Okay. So let me just. It's so short. I don't even. Let me start. Yeah, that's the easy. That's the easy thing. Star. Boom. I know I want to change that. Star. Boom. I don't want to change that. Boom. I want to change that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, star. Because what he's saying, whatever his like, this is his philosophy in a way. You know, whoever this person is, and this person right now just kind of represents like this is the environment she's in, right? So this guy can essentially embody the philosophy of that work environment. Um, so yeah. All right, you go away because yeah. So no, she continues. Her finger starts down on the table. Tapping sound continues over the following montage. Okay, so for now I need some cut. I need some cut to get to this office. I'm seeing this from a top-down view. If we can do that, that would be great. I thought to my DP. We hear click. Hear the click clacking of keys. Put it on the desk, yeah. Do. Okay. Another thing to ask, another good thing to ask when you're writing any scene is what's the feeling here? Because we don't want her. So it's like, yes, she doesn't love this. And when she kind of gets a moment to herself, she like is able to express a little bit more. Oh. Excuse me. But I don't think we want it to be so big, maybe, because this is something she's used to now, you know? And it's something that's like barely even bothers her anymore. So maybe we see no reaction. Maybe she sits down. Okay, yeah, maybe we see no reaction. We don't see her break. We don't see her break. So she takes an empty seat. Because maybe the typing sound, let me see. Yeah, it could be like a weird rhythm like that. It's like she's aggressively hitting the space bar. Yeah, that could be cool because it's like, with the yeah, it can like it's like it's as small as the aggression on the space bar, you know? That's how like subtle it is. Like, and that's how deep down she's like pushed it. Like that's the only way it's coming out. And she's just suppressing all of it. And yeah, she's suppressing because then she's letting it all out in the piano. So yeah. Okay. So she walks back in after that. So that's what the tapping did anyway. But so I don't need the tapping now. So now I need a way to I need a way to transition. So here I'm thinking like an editor, you know? Like okay. If I was just thinking as a writer, it'd be like, okay, cool. And that happens. Next scene. But as an editor, I am thinking about that ahead of time. Like, okay, I need a way to go into the next thing. And I know also that I'm thinking about using them talking loud over her to be a part of a different part of the montage. So it's like I don't want to do that twice. But maybe I can make this a joke and they laugh. Maybe she's laughing. And then that cut with her okay, so build into boom. Da-da-da, and then that's the montage. I don't know, we'll just put it here. Whatever that's gonna be. Whatever that means. It's also Monday night, so I wonder. Sorry, not supposed to be worrying about that. Alright, so. Yeah, so this podcast she's listening to, it's about communication, I wrote. Is that what it should really be about? See, this is another thing that I can add more layers in. So yeah. So listen to the podcast. Well, okay. I feel like all this was good. Match. Okay. She's on the train, listening. This is. It's gonna be like a 10-minute short. Yeah. Montage will go quick though, and it's all action. It'll actually be quicker than it looks. You know, there's no dialogue. Like, yeah. Okay, so here I was like, okay, how many times? So now it's typing. Now it's the typing thing, and I can vary that up a little bit more, so it's not just like boop, boop, boop. Okay, so now. Get excited. Let me see what is not it. Oh, this is when I want to make music, man. Writing such a different way of the typing. Such a different way of creating. It takes longer to get to the satisfaction of like, maybe I like editing. I don't know. I don't know. All right. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so then she's on the train. She's listening. Then she's back at, oh, then she passes the piano. So then it would be public space. Focus but vacant. Ooh. Alright, she's focused but vacant. You know what I could do too if I need to take a break? I could just go visual, but no. Okay. Keep writing. It's not that much, man. It's not that much. It really isn't. It's the dialogue parts that's the most. Okay, sorry. It's like, what are they saying that's important? Why are they talking? I don't know why, but it's like, what? Okay, why is solved. Now what? Anyway, this takes no dialogue, so it's easy. It's just imagining what's happening. Okay, share office, focus, but vacant. Exterior. Office. Okay, here's where I can start mixing it up a little bit, I feel like. Because this is where we have fun with it. It's a montage, you know? So it's like, I'll write it all in here. But... This is where I feel like DP go crazy, you know what I mean? Because it's just like, some things need to be same shot, you know what I mean? But some things, like the train, I mean, we've established the shot twice now, you know? So now it can be a little different. And then, sorry, this is all night. Ooh. Ooh, it'd be great if we could get a shot from inside the microwave. Sorry, my speaker shut off. Now here's where we can get tricky and stuff, because a lot of this is really just like thinking up shots, you know? So maybe it would be helpful to get some inspiration, but I don't know. Maybe we just write some stuff, we can always change it later. But it's also like, how long does this montage need to be? And it's not gonna feel as long. Okay, let me feel it out. Watch front of the title, police face, walks by grand piano, practice first play. Sits listening on the train, listening to the podcast. Locks the door, home, steps in, food sizzles on the stove. Stands there by watching TikTok. She's changed into more comfortable clothes. And has her hair down, lets out a small chuckle. Lights off, emanates big smile. Match cut, she's asleep, mouth open, tapping and stop. Or the typing. Beep beep beep. Alarm goes off. Wakes up, stops the alarm. hops out of bed, typing's faster, exits house, locks the door, dressed up for work, earbuds in, podcast, train, walks by piano, front door, typing, focus, leaves, earbuds, walks by piano, looks out the window, microwave, heats up leftovers, beat, opens the door, slams it shut, doom scrolls, sound asleep, beat. Now I feel like we can start, you know what I mean? So now we go into your home bedroom day, sound asleep in bed. Okay, share office. It's a lot of podcast stuff I gotta write as well. Is the other thing. But that can also be cool. It's like the more we get into the details, you know, the more alive and real it can come. But you gotta get through the big picture first. Now I feel like we can just be in the kitchen. Now here's the question: do I allude to maybe just make them all match cut montage things for now, and maybe we find a way to vary them up later. I know I just spent a lot of time thinking, just staring at the screen. That's what I do. I'm watching it. What I'm doing when I do that is I'm watching it in my mind, and I'm not able to. So what I watch in my mind is what I'm about to type, which is that slowly zooming in as she's changing clothes and the environment's changing and blah blah. I would like to get like a really long zoom and do, you know what I mean? But excuse me. Whoa, excuse me. But then we go to the piano. It could be interesting too if everyone's moving around quickly around her. How hard would that be to do though? She would just have to stay super still. But really, we would need. Is the time lapse is double time? Because it could be cool to do some of these cool little tricks, you know what I'm saying? But like, if the time lapse is double time, right? Then we are locking ourselves into the time lapse thing. But we could do it clean. We could do it clean where it zooms in on her, right? And she's just there. So we can use that one. And then we time lapse. And then we do another one with the time lapse, right? Without her in there. Yeah. Yeah. So while she changes, we time lapse. And then we comp them together. So the way we would do that is anytime someone crosses, we would just need, how would you do that? You would put hers on top, and you would put the time lapse on the bottom. And so then every time it crossed over, someone would just, like, it would not be blocked, right? But then what we would want to do is every time, I would need a roto around every time someone covered her up, or that whole booth, probably. But is it easier if I do it the other way around? If that's on top and she's on the bottom, then I would roto around her. I'll roto around her booth, so she would come out. But then that's the same problem. So yeah, you have to roto over every person. That's a cool effect. If we can't pull it off, then we just zoom in. So maybe we shoot it both ways. So we do a zoom, same expression, with people moving normal. So no time lapse, and people are just moving normal, you know? That'll work too. But then we do it clean. So we do it clean, one with people moving, and then we do it fast with people moving. And that gives her time to change. Sure. And this is me thinking about production while I'm writing. But I see that could be a cool effect. Just take some roto, which I can do. And, you know, Premiere's better at it now. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Then we go quick. I don't feel like you're supposed to put it that way, but I feel like it's fine. So we montage for how long? 2, 2, 6, so 4 pages. But it'll really be like 2 minutes. Oh no, man. We'll see. Public. Okay. And when I say faceless, they're not actually faceless, of course. We just don't see their faces. Oh, it's interesting that didn't even show up. Okay, so here's another. Okay, also another thing that I do sometimes, I'll like try to put myself in that moment as the character, and then like see what I would do in the direction that I have outlined, or the direction that I feel like the character would. Like I just make myself that character. It's just kind of acting a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I'm not an actor, but let me see. So walks in, right? Walks in. Boom. Cupcake on the desk. Alright. See me? Okay. She walks in, right? Cupcake on the desk. Huh. So she's in her routine first. We gotta get in her mindset. Just boom, 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 just and then she's just in the mindset, just going through the loops, going through the motions, and then walks into work. So okay. Coming in, walking into work, sitting down, typing, getting up, leaving, putting in a podcast, going home, sleep, going to work, run the train, listening to the thing, then coming in. Okay, so then she's coming in, speaking to work, she's like, stops. Oh, my bad. Can't see me now. Okay. So I would say I feel sad. Right? Okay, so sorry. Oh, my bad. I'm going the wrong way. What am I doing? There it is. Okay. So retype brand small letters. All right. Sorry if I blew your eardrums. My bad. Let me delineate my scores with brackets like I like to do. We're doing some cleanup. Bless me, thank me. See, that montage could feel a little indulgent, but also I feel like if we don't give it the time it needs, it'll feel too quick. It'll feel too like, it's got to get you into, it's got to get the audience into her rhythm. That's the thing. So Soleil. Ooh, which one is it? I guess this one. Yeah. What's the other one then? The Kiss? Huh. The more you know. Okay. Pawn shop. That you don't need it. I just feel like it's fun, and I feel like it's something that's forcing her to like make this decision. We could just do and then cut to she's setting it up, but I also like the idea for her new thing, like irritating somebody. You know what I don't like? This song. The heck is this? Oops. Sorry. I don't even love that, to be honest. Let's play this one again. It slaps. Allegedly. And cut to So here she's remembering these 3 chords are part of whatever song. It brings back the memory. Her and her grandma. Now she's ready to learn. So now we get into it. Okay. This thing is gonna be like 10 minutes because of these montages, and the script is gonna be like 15 pages. Let me just accept that. Let me accept how long the script's gonna be. Okay? Accept it. But before I get through the back half of this, I really thought I was gonna write this in one sitting. It's kind of crazy. I think I still can. Okay. What time is it? 8:30. What time did I start? 6:30 ish. So yeah, roughly an hour left. Roughly an hour. Not my first stream. Let me figure out how to fix this. All right. Cool. So let me take a little break. I'm gonna get a snack or something. But all we have left, so she's gonna try to learn on the. You know what? Like, I don't have to have her try to learn on the phone either. It's very tangential. I can just have her go remember the book. I don't gotta make a YouTube video and stuff. I mean, like, I don't gotta, like, do all that. Sounds like gonna work. So, the thing with the metronome might be enough conflict, enough hardship in it. And maybe just her being like tired at work, like that's probably enough. We don't need the conflict here. We don't need that. Okay. So stop recording here. Sorry. So yeah, so she can just go. So we can just go into the second montage. Pretty much here, she's gonna find the book. She's gonna find the thing. Maybe she can look up the song, but no results. Or can't find the results or whatever. And so that also intrigues her. Like, what? I have to learn this song. And then we got that montage, and then we got. Boom, she's back, and then she goes and then gets the thing, and then comes back. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward from here. So let me take a little break. And then I will be right back. We will finish this script. Okay? Finishing the script. I thought we might get some mood board stuff. Doesn't look like it. Looks like I need all this time to finish this script, this short script. But hey, it takes as long as it takes, you know? And the more I get into practice of it, the better, you know? But yeah, let me go take a break. I'll be right back. And we back, and we back, and we back. And we back, and we back, and we back. And we back, and we back, and we back. And we about to finish this. We about to finish that. Yeah. Alright. Ole do it. Okay. What's it called? I think it's called. Hold on. Essential Elements. That's what we had in middle school. In high school band, Essential Elements. It's got CD too, but you know, teaches you how to play. I also have this one, which is like something else. Classic Studies, it says. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So there can be 2 books. Wait, is this for the timpani though? Timpani. Oh, it is. Dang, this must have been my little brother's. Yeah. Dang. I didn't read it hard enough. I thought this was piano too. This is timpani. So, not this one. My little brother, yeah, the one that makes music. He played percussion in band. I played the trombone. Yeah. Okay. So I could also name the short film the name of the song, whatever that's gonna be. That could work. What if there's any hints in this book? I might get a piano basics one for this instead of this jazz one. Let me see. Dang, it's still $19? That's crazy. This one was 16. Kyle Leonard. Let me see. There you go. $9. Piano Theory. Yeah. Okay. So this one unfolds it gently. What do you call this though? What is this called? The sheet music. Need a title. Maybe I should do like ASMR, like writing, or I'm just typing with some music in the background. And this shouldn't be like happy, but this should be like, subtle change, subtle change. Robert, what have I been calling it? A booth? Already at page 10. Don't worry about that though. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. All right. Actually, no. Writing is hard to like. I don't know when's the last time I talked. I don't know. Might not be the most entertaining thing to stream, but once we get to visuals, yeah. But we're almost there. We're almost there. Oh shoot, my bad. I thought freaking swimming pools was about to play. It sounded like swimming pools. Beginning. I was like, oh, copyright. She wakes up. painting was gone. No, that might have been copywritten, so switch. Oh my gosh, this thing is so long for short. Maybe I try to compress it next time. Or maybe we apply notes and whatchamacallit on Saturday because I got something special planned for Thursday. That's right. Thursday stream. I guess I should announce my freaking schedule. I guess I should put the schedule somewhere. But Thursday stream, Saturday stream. No, sorry, Sunday stream. See? Thursday stream, Sunday stream. Thursday is something special. Sunday we will revise this and get into mood board. That sounds lovely. All right. Almost there, almost there, almost there. 14 pages. I saw it's gonna be 15. It's gonna be more like 18. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like 18, but play like 10. I feel like. I think, you know. Okay. All right. I'm a little over time, but I'm almost there, so I'm gonna finish. What's the word? Her head moves her head moves with the blank of the melody. Her head moves with the what's the word? With the of the melody. Yeah.
Still going, though. Yeah.
You want me to pause it? Yeah, but I'm almost done.
I'm just gonna finish that.
What else? What else? What else?
It's a denouement. How do you spell that? Denouement? No. Whatever. We have some places at the end. We have uh 16 pages. I almost guessed it right. 16 beautiful pages. And you know what? I won't even read them right now. I don't like to reread it right after I finish it because then I just get into changing a bunch of things. And I'm going to change more stuff later anyway, probably. So, like if I took a day, like the same thing I did with this, like if I took a day and then came back and reread it, even after, if I reread it tonight and made little changes, I'll still have more changes anyway. So I'm just gonna let it sit until Saturday. That's it. Now question is, do I send it? I send it to George for sure. Oh well, you'll meet him. I sent it to my DP. I don't think I sent it to the actress yet. I'm gonna let it get a little more. I'm gonna do one more pass and get the little podcast bits in there. Yeah, 'cause there's more detail we can add. So yeah, after Saturday or Sunday, sorry, after Sunday, I'll be able to send her the script and the mood board, probably lookbook, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this stream. I'll export this and send it to him, but yeah, man, appreciate you guys hanging with me. If you're watching this later, appreciate you watching. But you know, overall, like really, I just try to watch the movie in my head and write down what I see. And if I see something better, or if I watch it and I don't like it anymore, then I'll change it. And that's my writing process. It's as if I'm watching the final edit, the final product. So yeah, I wrote like 10 pages in that session, so that's cool. And you saw I got into like a flow too with it, like when I stopped talking, when I stopped worrying about it so much. And this did improve my mood as well. I feel better. I feel glad that I finished this. I'm glad that I powered through. And yeah, we can move on to the next step. So thanks for hanging out with me. Yeah, and we gone. That's it. See y'all Thursday.